YouTube. So today is going to be a garbage kind of look through. Like, this is a purge of my makeup, if you will. I saw this video going around YouTube quite a bit lately where people are going through their makeup collection and getting rid of products that aren't used or are expired or they just don't work for the person anymore. And I saw that and I thought this would be a really good idea to go ahead and do this since it is January. And usually that is the time for people to go ahead and like declutter their life and stuff like that. So I thought that would be a really good idea and I wanted to do that. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to basically go through one of these MAC bags full of makeup that I am going to be parting with from my life. It's kind of hard for me to part with makeup because I am the type of person generally who feels like there's a use for everything. And actually, there's a couple of products that are on the fence to get thrown out, but not 100% getting thrown out yet. And I'll go through that when we get to them. But generally, I am the type of person who I like to find a use for every single product that I have. I don't want to waste money if I can help that type of person. So this is a really hard video for me, but I kind of hit the point where I realized not all of my makeup is good anymore. Like, some of it has expired and it's stupid to keep that in my collection when I could have room for better makeup that I would use on a day-to-day basis, or it does work for me, etc., etc. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. This is already getting long, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get going. So the first thing that I do have is a Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker palette. Looks like this. It is actually a glitter palette, so I don't know if you can tell, but at one point these were all basically glittery shimmer kind of shades. This was my Halloween palette for a long time. They are still fairly creamy, actually, for the lack of covering that these actually do have, and I do quite like some of the colors that were in here. Just to swatch a couple for you. You can see they are still pigmented, creamy, everything like that. Nothing to say quality-wise whatsoever about Wet n Wild. I absolutely love their products. I actually have quite a few sitting in my drawer right now. It's just these ones, I know I'm not going to go ahead and use it anytime soon, and cream products are easier to kind of see. The next thing I have in here was a really cute compact from Claire's. This is actually a smoky eye palette, and like all of the wording has like rubbed off of it on everything. These are really cute little palettes from Claire's. If you're just starting into makeup, this is a good idea to get because they have a nice mirror behind my hand, but they also step by step and in depth tell you how to get the look that they're trying to get to create with this palette. And then they name all of the shadows that they have. The black one in here that they've called Moon Dust is just not hardly any pigment on it anymore. I don't know why. I think I tried to use these wet one time and they just stopped working after. This one made me mad. This was a recent fail for me. I had gone to Target. They had some of the studio blushes, and this one is just like, it seems like it would be a pretty color. Gonna give me some soul watching room for this video. And you swatch it, and it seems like it would be a beautiful color as well. Like nice, kind of very light flush, kind of corally color, a little bit of a pink in there. And it seems like very nice to blend out and stuff. Very lovely shade. Thought it would work for me completely, and truthfully, it doesn't. I don't know why. I tried to build the product up on my cheek. It never wants to build up on me. So unfortunately, this was just a straight up Essence All About Matte face fixing compact powder kind of thing. You keep this in your purse. It's white, and you would take a little brush or anything of that nature and just kind of like pat this into your skin. As you can see, I had some product left in this one, and unfortunately it crumbled on me. I'm not going to waste my time and reset that because I do actually have a full backup waiting for me right now. Elf lashes, I love, but their glue is straight up awful. It leaks. If you can see, it leaks in here and it glues itself to the container. It doesn't apply. It applies reasonably well to the lashes. It has a cute little wand. Applies reasonably well, but it doesn't keep them set actually on there. I have the Duo or the Ardell. I think the Ardell lash glue right now that I use when I do use false lashes for myself, and that one's these. This was an Ipsy bag item for me. This is the JCat Sparkling Cream palette. I got mine in the shade Susie. I do enjoy the product. It is nice. Little bit tricky to deal with when you first use them. You can actually say I've only ever used one of the colors, really. They're very chalky, very hard to get a good cream swatch out of these. Like, they're very gritty, and this is designed to be an eye palette, and I don't enjoy the idea of that going near mine. I do really quite like the colors. If it had been like a cream palette with no glitter, or even like a powder palette, I would have quite enjoyed that, quite used it actually a lot, because I do like that rosy gold kind of tone that is actually extremely on trend right now. I love that, but unfortunately for them, because it had huge chunks of glitter, I can't use that. I don't use that, I should say. This is the e.l.f. bronzer and blush duo that you get together with the little e.l.f. kabuki brush. Blush is fine. I enjoy the blush. The bronzer cracked on me when I was depotting it last night. Unfortunately, it's just not a good bronzer. I don't really use bronzers, and I had a girl who is a little bit darker than me say that it is actually not even a very good bronzer, so she uses, and she did not like that. So unfortunately, he got a Dior palette is going. This one is in like a gift with purchase kind of idea. It has this like blue and purple, or blue and white kind of thing with some rounds and some interesting lipstick colors that I really don't think are good anymore, and just not my colors. This one is a City Color Cosmetics Blush Duo. I'm not even 100% sure how it got into here, other than the one side is cracked now. But the one color is actually quite pretty, and I actually think I have the fuller compact of that same color. Nope, different color completely. Is a primer from NYC. It is the Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. It looks like this. It is in the shade 684. It's supposed to even your skin tone. Let's read some of the claims here. Can be worn alone or under your favorite NYC foundation to extend the wear. Minimizes skin imperfections, lines, and pores for a perfect complexion. Skin feels smooth, silky, and moisturized, enriched with vitamins to help protect from damaging effects of free radicals. Complexion looks luminous, natural, and fresh all day long. All skin types dermatologically tested. I will say this, your skin does indeed look luminous. You can see actually underneath my skin when I turn, I do actually have a nice glow about my skin. It does do that. However, it does not perfect my skin. It does not extend the wear of a foundation for me whatsoever. It has been a really long time since I've actually tried this, so that's why I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to throw it. It's that freaking wasting money thing that really yanks my chain too. It really gets me and it makes me mad. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of it because of that too, actually. I want to try this a couple more days with foundation just to kind of see if I do notice that it's better in the winter months, because this could just be too moisturizing, too hydrating for me in the summer months when I was originally using this. So that's my plan with that. I will continue to use it a little bit. I'm thinking like at least another 2-3 days coming up, because I will have like full work days. And if I really noticed again that I'm breaking down in the middle of my face, and even using split foundations for that, or split primers, I should say, where you use one here and then one on different points for the luminosity, we'll find out. It was from the Body Shop. It's one of their extra virgin mineral foundations. It's interesting packaging. You open it up, there's a lovely sized mirror, but then you have your foundation here, and then this is where their brush would sit. The brush was awful, like awful. I have numerous, try to find one for y'all, numerous Body Shop brushes that I love. Like this is like an eyeshadow brush that I've had for years and years and years now, and he's starting to kind of slay a little bit, but I don't use brush guards with mine. But like generally he's kept his shape amazingly well for a brush that's 6 years almost. When I first started at my shoe store job, that's when I got into makeup hardcore then. Very nice creamy consistency. You cannot fault them on that. It is an extremely good. I love Body Shop for that. They hit fair people and they nail it every freaking time. There is not a product that has been designed for fair people that doesn't work for me, that's not my skin shade. Like you can look at this and you're like, yep, that's your skin shade. I love, love, love them for that. This was the lightest shade that they had. It's generally the story of my life, quite frankly. Lightest shade you have, taking. Lightest is very nice on the skin, very comfortable to wear. It's not, like right now, it doesn't feel heavy on me. It doesn't feel weighted. It actually is very moisturizing to this. I enjoy the moisturizing of it today, but this one will wear awful on me completely and truthfully. I finally just hit pan on this little bugger. Now, I used, and the brush is going to be dirty, so apologies for that, but it's the e.l.f. powder brush, and it's a flat top kind of kabuki style, and it looks like this. I use that actually to help apply this today. My favorite way to apply liquids or powder foundations actually is that right there. I love it. Beautiful, lovely lovely product for that. That is a hit. But this one, you can see I've finally hit pan on it. Generally, I only keep this for days when I'm going to be making videos and stuff like that. That's when I will pop this bugger out. I don't really like to use it any other way besides that, because I know that I am going to like completely break down in my skin. Doesn't matter what primer, potion, or anything of that nature that you use, you will break down. So I know that is not a long wearing one for me. It's Claire's Cosmetics, and it is their body glitter, and it is in this lovely red glitter. I am not throwing this out, but it is no longer deemed makeup necessary. So I actually, as I said, I do crafts and cards and stuff like that of the like. This is going to go and find a nice new home in that aspect of my life, actually, because I do enjoy glitter. Okay, the next thing I have is an e.l.f. One of those lip stain pens. This is in the shade Berry Blush. Right there. When I first got it, this thing was very vibrant, very, not wet, but it had product with it. I can pull out one of my pink ones. This is in Pink Petal to give a side-by-side comparison, or it's going to make me look like a nutter. I think these are drying up on me. Yeah, they are. Jesus, monkeys and Joseph. We did not have these this long. There you go. This is basically what a good swatch should look like, very vibrant, full of color, and it will stain. This is wet. This one I did get under the Ariel collection from the Walgreens. Had to special order that out to Canada, and let me tell you, that is a picnic basket you do not want to partake of. See, the red one from that same trio is like just as vibrant and beautiful as ever, but the other ones apparently not into the products. I have one City Color Cosmetics lip gloss. Nothing at all against City Color Cosmetics whatsoever. I enjoy their products. This is nice. It's not a color I would wait on sale with that. So I really do quite enjoy. I think it's a pretty color and stuff. Not really my cup of tea for what I would use for colors and what's not. But at the same point in time, I don't like how the product packaging is slightly askew from how it should be. Like, it's not quite lining up, so it's not tight anymore. And unfortunately, because of that, air and bacteria will get into it. And I know I'm not going to use that color anytime soon. So I said ta. CoverGirl lip gloss number 805. They don't give you a name for it. Don't even know what this is anymore, unfortunately, because the name has like rubbed off completely and truthfully. This is friggin' old. I'll tell you that much. The smell actually still smells good. You can see though, it's gotten thicker than it used to be. There you go. It was a pretty color. I like it, but it is a little bit of an off smell. I honestly, this is one of the main problems why I'm getting rid of some of these. I don't even remember how long I've had it. A long time. I want to say about high school. We're not hitting 10 years yet, but we're getting there. At least 5 years, at least, if not longer. This one with the Body Shop, again, right here. At least 5 years, not longer. It has an off smell. That's the problem with this one. It had a really off smell. And this was in the Love Gloss in number 16. I really quite liked the color. It was really pretty on. I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, as your collection expands, you have more products to try and use and what's not. And that's how products get left behind on you, unfortunately. So that was the problem with that. The rest of these, I'm not going to swatch. I had a bugger of a time trying to get my arm destickified last night, but a lot of these are the La Senza, Victoria's Secret lip glosses that I had. Most of them just don't smell the same anymore. A couple of them, this one especially, a couple of them were just really different textures now than what they originally were. So at that point, I just said, you know what? I don't need it. I'm not using it. I kept the ones that I would use and we'll toss the rest, basically. And then, unfortunately, because of life and new makeup products and stuff like that, you forget of what it was that you loved and then you stop using those products. So, unfortunately, that is why I am going to be doing... This is really hard. I've decided that I'm going to go on a 6-month ban of buying makeup. I'm going to have a really hard time. I got betted, basically, or I entered a bet where people said to me that I buy so much makeup I couldn't last 6 months. Or a month. And I came back and said, I could do 6. And they came back and they said, deal. So... I am on a round not to buy makeup for 6 months, starting from January 1st all the way up to June 1st. I am on a 6-month makeup ban, is what we're going to call this, 6-month makeup ban. And I want everyone to try, even if it's a month, to kind of use products, go through your collection that you already have, reshop that stash, and find out products that you really wish you could use more and more of. That is my challenge to all of everybody who's watched my videos. Please go ahead and do this, kind of test yourself outside the limits and see what we get going. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I appreciate it, and I love y'all. And I want to wish you all a good January. And I want to say take care, have fun, and I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye.